Hey guys, and welcome to the Shuntcast. I'm your host for this episode, Ned, and I'm joined by Howard
Yep.
and Tommy.
Hello.
And today it's just past, I believe, um our 1 year anniversary. So we're just
One
gonna do
year
a
of 1 year of just no.
1
1 year
year
of
of memes.
memes. Yeah, just
1 year of hearing the same word over and over again. That's what it's been.
yep. 1 year of the same recycled shit over and over again.
Did we
Yeah, we're
mention
just
this
here
is meant to be celebratory? Sorry, go on.
I think we are. I
It,
think we've got a
it's
good
been a
shot.
good year. It's been a very, very good year
It has.
for Robot Wars memes in general.
Yeah. It's been a very good year in general for just robot combat memes, and just the group in general has grown so much. We're nearly at 2K now, which is mad to think, like, in just 1 year how much this group has grown. Like, we started off like so small, obviously, and now in just a year's time we're one of the most well-known groups in the Rebel Wars community, I'd say, which is crazy to think about.
I,
um
I would just like to point out about 400, 500 of those members think we're about wars robots.
oh god, that
So,
app.
yeah, I just want to point that out. That is something we have to deal with on a daily basis. People
Yeah,
thinking
War
like
this is a
robots.
mobile game.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's we do get that often, and to be honest, you feel bad for declining them, but you can't let them into the group at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably
Just
like they probably think it's for like Fortnite V Bucks or something stupid. Like you get a post. It's just got Fortnite where I was dropping. Hey, I would want to trade this weapon for V Bucks.
Oh,
It's
I can't stand. This might annoy some people, but I cannot stand Fortnite. I just
no, I
okay.
cannot.
get you.
Yeah, okay. Let's not talk about Fortnite. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I brought it up to everyone listening. I'm sorry I brought Fortnite up.
But yeah, I guess to really properly start this off, I should really ask, like, Howard? I'll start with you. What's your favorite thing about shitposting?
So to me, a lot of shitposting groups seem to uh, be very cliquey. You know,
Yeah,
they seem to exclude a lot of content, and they seem to some people are just more naturally liked than others. And shitposting groups because it's basically a cesspool of edge lords for the most part. They can be quite
yeah,
unwelcoming places, and posting OC and stuff can be kind of daunting for some people. But I think I found that shunt posting's generally much more relaxed. It's much more tightly knit as a community. That might be based on size, and as we get bigger, that might be less of a factor. But for the most part, it's why I posted as much as I did initially, because everything felt more welcoming.
yeah,
Yeah, the group is definitely Shunt posting is definitely a lot different to Shire posting, for example. We are a community that really anyone can join. So I would agree with you there.
yeah. I think there really isn't as much of a divide between, like, the people who post frequently and the people who get the tons of likes on the group and the people who maybe don't. There's a lot more of a sort of connect there. It's not so disjointed. I think part of that is because of the group that was made a few months back now, which is striving actually, and it's very nice to see. I didn't expect it to get like as much like traction as it's getting, but there are a few really cool people in that chat, and it's just that's really cool to see as well.
And I would just like to mention there are still plenty of spaces available, so get on that, folks. It's
There's literally over a
it's
hundred places.
traumatizing. It's traumatizing.
Yeah,
There has
Uh,
been posts on the group of just out of context moments from the chat. Shunt talking
hmm.
it is
I was
really, really fun.
There's been
yeah.
about 3 editions of that now, and I didn't feature in the debut episode, which I was gutted about, but I've been in the subsequent episodes, which was nice. Um, so people can just really see what kind of horrible degenerate I really am. Another thing I would say about shub posting is the fact that it gives people who are just fans kind of a look into the community, people who can't necessarily travel to the events, build the robots, who wouldn't know the roboters otherwise. It gives them some level of interaction with them. And if I could go back in time and tell my 9-year-old self that Mike Lambert of Dan Tom Kia would call me a knob and block me on Facebook, he would have geeked the fuck out, because
Yeah,
that's
same here.
fantastic. It's brilliant. I love it.
Would 9-year-olds you even know what Facebook was?
Probably not, but he wouldn't care because Mike Lambert called him a knob.
I mean, what was that?
Fantastic.
I shared the video from Harry Hill's TV burp of him saying that he went through George Francis's rear, and he didn't call me a knob, but he just told me, "Can we please not remember that?"
Yeah, let's just shelve that one, shall we?
Oh wow. Yeah. So Tommy, what did you? Sorry.
No, I was just going to ask you what your favourite thing is, but I realised Tommy didn't answer, so Tommy, go ahead.
Oh, what's my favorite thing about shunt posting? Well, it would definitely be the wide variety of not just memes, but people we have in the group. I mean, we're, like you said, we're one of the core group in the Robot Combat community. We've been officially recognized by BattleBots, which is insane.
And Robot Wars as well.
Yeah, and Robot Wars as well as acknowledge our existence, which is so cool. I mean,
it's mad.
It is mad.
Also, but that makes me feel like there's some level of responsibility to all this. It makes it seem like a job. Like sometimes I'll clock out from work, and I'll be on a smoke break or whatever, and I'll see there are like posts that need approving or members that need approving. I'll be like, great, more work. It isn't work, but sometimes it does feel a little jobby at times.
Yeah.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I love the group. I love all of our members. They're all awesome people, and I think I speak for all of, not just all the mod team. Well, the modmin team, when I say that running shunt posting is an experience in many ways. It's a good experience. There's the low times, but it's great to see the way this group is going, that we're still growing, we're still climbing, and I really can't wait to see where this group goes in the future.
I think everything that's really been said about Shuntposting stands for me as well. It's like, it's crazy to think that just how thin the line is, if you really look for it, that is, between roboteer and just a viewer. Like, I didn't think I'd ever really be a roboteer building a robot. Like, here I am, like, today waiting for the final few parts to build my ant weight, which is crazy to think about. Like, that's what I love about the robots community, is that it's so intertwined and everyone is there to help you. Everyone wants you to get involved, and even people just like from the show who you'd maybe think, oh, I'm never ever going to get a chance to even have them breathe in my general direction, and you've got them coming to you and offering help and stuff, which is crazy. It is really, really nice. It's really, really crazy to think.
It's that kind of thing, like, you're like, oh, I saw you on the telly and now you're talking to me on Facebook. That's really cool. And I kind of feel like there's this holy trinity of shunt posting, where you go for the entertainment, unofficial Robot Wars, where you go for the discussion and like combat robotics, or you go for the technical side and the information and stuff. Yeah. I feel like as a trinity, that's pretty strong and really makes a community kind of strong and ties it together.
Yeah, there's also the Robot Wars fantasy group, which is sort of like a what if type of thing, where you can hypothesize about. I think it was literally, to be honest, that group was created just so people could say who would win between Hypnodisc and Razor, which of course is the legendary fight, which we never got. But as you were saying, Ned, I mean, yeah, it's the same here. I always, ever since I was 3 years old, wanted to be a roboteer. I always knew that was something that I wanted to do in my spare time. And I mean, I have an ant weight now, and I'm building a featherweight, so I never thought that, I would have gotten advice from the likes of John Lear from Team Beast, or, I helped work on Storm 2 at a live event before, which, yeah. I mean, the fantasy group it's basically it's a very good side group for the community. I mean, it allows people to talk about what their favorite dream fights would be. It allows the people to talk about, you know, what like robot wars versus battle bots, stuff like that, or robot wars versus king of bots, or anything like that. It and a lot of tournaments are actually held, like fantasy tournaments are held there, and it's the only time I've seen Firestorm win a UK championship.
Rip.
Do you get any spicy Robot Wars fan fiction?
Oh
Oh
no.
God, no. Come here, said Razor to Matilda. Let me have a bite of that ass.
Envy.
Yeah, that's the kind of content like we're not going to approve. Just so you
Yeah.
guys know,
Let's not
we
inspire.
we will not approve that shit. Okay,
No.
don't try. Or do try because it'll be hilarious to read, but it won't get approved,
Yeah.
and we will mock you in
Yeah.
the Modmin chat for it. So
Yep. One more thing that's came about from Shuntposting is Bugglebots. Well, in a way, really, it sort of started when Robot Wars was sort of cancelled, and as a sort of a way to sort of showcase Beetle weights, because I believe how it started was Ben and Sarah kind of wanted to, and Joe, because Joe Brown from Bristol Bot Builders, wanted to sort of showcase a affordable weight class, but one that could potentially like have as much destruction as the big boys. So I think there is definitely plans to show the flea weights and the ant weights in the future. But for right now, the main competition that they are focusing on is beetle weights.
I think the great thing about Beetle weights is the fact they're very reasonable. They're very
Affordable,
there's
yeah.
something you feel like anybody could like have a go at building and
Yeah.
participate.
Well, that's because
in.
anyone can.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Anyone can build a flea weight. Well, flea weights are kind of hard to build because they're so bloody small, but anyone can build an ant weight. Anyone can build a beetle weight. You know, it's a really, really great introduction to the sport of roboteering and robot combat in general. I mean, you can sit down for a weekend and build an ant or build an ant weight, go to a competition, get absolutely trashed, have the time of your life, and be hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know it's they're easy to transport, they're easy to store, you know, because of their size.
Whereas if you built a heavyweight, you would go to an event, get absolutely trashed, and realize that you've wasted thousands of pounds, and just be like, you know what, I'm never doing that
Yeah.
again.
And you
Yeah.
need a van just to get there as well.
Yeah,
The thing is, I feel like a lot of the community treats the lower weight classes as a stepping stone to the heavier weight classes. But in something like the Bugglebots, you are having these lower weight classes as the main event. They are no longer this kind of means to an end, which I think is going to be really good. Yeah,
they're no longer a sideshow.
yeah, exactly. They're not novelty.
Yeah.
They are the main attraction.
Yeah, it definitely would seem that that will be a good thing for not just the class, not just to put the spotlight on that. Look, you can build these at home with stuff that you can buy on the internet for less than 50 quid, and you can come to these events and you can have fun with us too. You can be a robot here, and you don't need to spend you can spend lots of money on it, but you don't have to.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like I think with people like Bristol Bot Builders and the obviously the Handweight World Series that's held every a few times a year, I should say. But especially with the Bristol Bot Builder events, they have these section called Bodge Bots where you can where the rule is you cannot spend more than £25 on the electronics of the robot, and then you can use like recycled parts and all that. And I think it's a really good idea to sort of get involved in the sport of building robots and roboteering.
That would be ass bots and things like that.
Yeah,
Junk bots, ass bots.
yeah, they call it Bodge Bots. And they have obviously they also have the actual antweight tournaments, and I believe all my parts for my antweights cost less than £200, so it's not dead expensive to make. And even then, quite a lot of those things are one-off costs that I won't have to buy again for my next one. So my next one will be cheaper, which is what I love about it. Like, they're really, really, really cheap things, but really, really great ways into the sport.
Mm,
Can I tell you guys my idea for a robot?
go ahead.
Okay, so it's just like a box on wheels, yeah. But at the back it has a chute, and when I press the button on the receiver, a banana peel comes out, trips the other robots up.
So it's like Mario Kart battle mode or something.
Yeah, basically, it could be a Mario themed thing. I haven't decided on like the paintwork or anything yet, but also I need a very specific mod to build this in RA2, and I don't think that mod exists. So
I just have a
Rip.
thought of having a robot that, you know, the banana for scale meme.
Yes.
Using a banana, one of the banana for scales as a crusher, just having a banana as a clamp,
I want. Yeah, that's. I want that now.
or a lifting arm, or using a banana for something. Can you imagine just a can opener style robot, but with bananas instead of claws?
I want to see that now. I'm pretty sure that's that there are certain shunt posters who are going to be on that straight away.
Tim Rackers, if you hear this, get on it, mate.
Please.
You've got enough. You haven't got enough bananas. You've got Furious George, Spank, and now you need banana something. Banana
Or
drive.
is this just what we do now? We say to Tim Rackers, hey, we have an idea. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's our whipping boy.
Yeah, apparently he is.
Make it.
Sorry, Tim. They won't behave.
Tim's a
They won't
Tim's a
behave.
lad. Tim's awesome.
Call it banana slammer after the that amazing Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Nah, just call it potassium.
Call it K.
Just potassium.
Just
K.
call it K.
Yeah, just K.
Guys,
K.
carbide, but bananas for the blades, and call it potassium carbide.
Oh
Fuck's
god.
sake.
Which that's like
It's carbide with a K. Carbide with a K.
that's
Yeah,
my
yes.
thing. That's carnage. That's my thing. That's my team.
What, spelling a hard C with a K?
Yeah, that's
I'm
my
fairly
that's
sure
my
people-
team.
I think people did that before you, Tommy.
I know they did, but
I think that happened.
no one's named her.
Oh.
It's one of the only original robot names left, and cut all this out so nobody uses my name.
I'm not cutting this
Leave
out.
it in.
This is great.
Ah, damn
Yeah,
it.
leave it
I mean, you say that, but you've already got your team name and team page set up. So
Well, yeah,
it's
that's
quite
true. That's true.
Prospective Roboteers, if you hear this, the name Carnage with a K is definitely free.
Yeah. God damn it.
Okay. I guess one more thing I probably want to discuss is like how shunt posting got its start, because I know it was kind of a way for Bob to sort of post memes, without getting shouted at by the unofficial Robot Wars admins, and I kind of know how he feels, because obviously I've posted a few memes on there myself, and it's good to have a group that, you know, you can post memes for, and that is the main purpose of the group, really.
I only ever posted one meme on there, and it was upon the cancellation of Robot Wars, and like it was kind of just a sad meme. So I thought, you know what, if shunt posting has to be sad, fucking unofficial Robot Wars does as well. We're in this
Wow.
together, boys.
Well, shunt posting had its genesis in unofficial Robot Wars. I mean, without unofficial Robot Wars sort of having their policy of no memes, there wouldn't have been any shunt posting.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we're like the refuse. I feel like, you know, you have this nice big shiny unofficial Robot Wars, and we're just kind of the shitty waste it makes. That's what we are. We are the detritus that comes after unofficial Robot Wars. That's what
We are the rubbish bin of the Robot Wars
We really
community.
We are the excrement of that page.
Wow.
You admin excrement. How do you feel, Tommy?
Yeah. Not too bad considering that I helped run one of the best groups in the Robot Wars community.
Fair play. Fair
Better
play.
shunt
Yeah,
posting is better than unofficial Robot Wars. There, I said it.
Cut that out. No, this will start a war.
Yeah, cut
Change
No,
that
my
actually,
out.
leave it
mind.
in. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Leave it in.
Shunt posting is better than unofficial Rivet Wars. Change my mind.
Yeah.
Unofficial Robo Wars admins. Tommy thinks our group is better.
If I
Come at him, bro.
if I get banned from unofficial Robot Wars, I will have no regrets.
Oh dear.
Oh man, I mean, we're getting quite off topic here, so I think this is probably a good time to stop. It's been a great overhaul for Shunt posting. So yeah, before we go, does anyone have anything else with it? They want to say?
Yep,
Yeah, Eric is a trash meme. Okay.
banned.
You're not wrong.
Banned.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Both of you are banned. But anyway, on a serious note, on behalf of the admin team, it is a true honour to work with our moderators and indeed to see how this group has grown in its first year. I mean, we've grown from nothing to 2,000 members in the space of 365 days. It's just
Almost 2,000.
yeah, almost 2,000 in the space of just 1 year, and a lot of good stuff has come out of Shunt posting. A lot of good stuff. And last words from me are just keep it up, guys, because it's awesome to see. The content on this group is amazing.
For me, I would just like to thank myself for my memes being great, and I am so happy people are still convinced I'm actually a moderator. Okay, that's
Yeah,
that's
because
my piece.
you're not.
No, I'm really not. I do a great impression of one though. Had to pay Zuckerberg so much to get that tick next to my name. Worth every penny. Okay, that's me. That's everything I have to say.
Yep, I said everything.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's been a great year for Shunt posting, and there's plenty more to come. So watch this space. So for the Shuntcast, I've been Ned.
I've been Howard.
And I'm Tommy from the admin team.
I guess we'll see you next time. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.